What's up, foodies? Alright, today we're talking about baking steels. Not how to cook on it, not yet, but how to season it properly so you get that gorgeous non-stick surface and to protect it from rust. Seasoning a baking steel sounds intimidating at first. Now I've had cast iron and carbon steel pans for years, and even I second guess myself a bit with this. It's heavy, it's awkward, and everyone online has an opinion. But really, it's easy. You just need the right oil, a hot oven, and a bit of patience. Let me show you how I did it and what I learned along the way. So let's get into it. So first thing, when you take the steel out of the packaging, do yourself a favor and set it up on a towel, a trivet, or a cutting board. You want something that gives it grip and protects your countertop. This thing is dense, and trying to pick it up off a flat surface while it's oily, it's not fun. Trust me, I know. By the way, if you're curious, I got my baking steel from Dare Built. It's solid and well made. If you want to check it out, I've got a link in the description below. So before we even think about oiling it, we need to clean it. For this, we're not going to use any soap, we're just use a damp cloth and wipe down both sides. You'll probably see a little bit of gray stuff come off. That's totally normal. The steel surface is textured and soft at first, kind of like a crayon. You rub it and some comes off. That's going to stop happening after it's heat treated. Now you want to dry it right away. This is important. Raw steel will rust fast if it's left wet and unseasoned, even for a few minutes. Once your steel is dry, it's time to add the oil, and this is where some people overcomplicate things. The positive thing is you don't need a rare blend of unicorn tears and magical flaxseed. Just a plain old neutral oil with a high smoke point. Avocado oil, sunflower, grapeseed, or what I used, canola oil. Simple, affordable, and effective. Just don't use olive oil. The smoke point is too low and the seasoning can get sticky. Now there is a few olive oils out there that do have a high smoke point, and if you have them and you want to use them, go for it. Now take a paper towel or a lint-free cloth and rub it into the surface like you're shining a shoe. Now when you're oiling your baking steel, keep this in mind, less is more. People mess this up all the time. They cover their steel in oil like a roast chicken and end up with a tacky, gummy mess that never fully cures. All you need is a light, even coating, almost like there's nothing there. Wipe away any excess, and if it looks glossy or wet, wipe it again. And when you think you got it all, just give it an extra wipe for good measure. And don't forget to do both sides and the edges. Moisture from baking can build up underneath, and if the bottom isn't seasoned, it can start rusting. So you might as well coat it all while you're doing your first seasoning. Alright, once your steel is all oiled, place it in the middle rack of your oven. And then, and only then, turn the oven on. Set it to 450 degrees Fahrenheit or 232 degrees Celsius and let the steel heat up with the oven. This helps prevent warping and gives the oil time to soak into the steel as it gradually gets hotter. Let it bake for 1 full hour after it has come to temperature. You might smell a faint scent, that's normal. Make sure your kitchen's well ventilated just in case. After an hour, turn off the oven but leave the steel inside. Let your baking steel cool down naturally in the oven. You don't want to pull out when it's hot. It's awkward, it's dangerous, and the seasoning can be soft while it's still cooling. So give it some time. Grab a coffee, go clean your pizza cutter, or buy my cookbook, link in the description below. Once it's cooled to room temperature, take it out and have a look. You'll notice the color has changed. It's a light amber bronze tone now. That's a good sign. That's the first layer bonding to the surface. I went ahead and did a second round of the same process. Light coat of oil, rub it in, wipe off the excess, bake at 450 Fahrenheit for an hour, and then let it cool. After your first seasoning, you're good to go. I just did an extra round because I had the time. Now, will it be perfectly non-stick after one seasoning? Not quite. That comes with time, but it's protected and you can start cooking on it right away. I'd recommend using parchment paper with the first few bakes to avoid sticking, especially with a wet dough. And definitely don't use parchment under the broiler. That'll just go up in flames. And I don't know that from experience. Over time, your steel will get darker, it'll move from bronze to brown, and eventually to a slick, almost black patina. That's when it's fully seasoned and naturally non-stick. Every time you bake a pizza or bread, that seasoning builds, and the more you use it, the better it performs. You can keep this in your oven at all times. It acts like a heatsink and helps your oven maintain even temperature, especially during roasting or baking. Now don't use any soap to clean it after cooking, just scrape off any bits and wipe it down. If you need it, you can use a bit of water and a dry cloth. Also re-oil lightly if you ever see a dull or dry patch. And that's it! Seasoning a baking steel doesn't need to be complicated. Just light oil, high heat, and patience. I also got a pizza recipe coming up, and you better believe it's going on this steel. Alright, that's it for me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, a subscribe down below, and until next time, FOOD-DEE out.